Hello everyone. This is my very first contribution to the gaming video archive, and I'm thrilled to be here. I'm gonna start off with a brief introduction to myself because the majority of you do not know who I am. My name is Mike. I am 16 years old, and I have this nerdy passion for video games that really began when I was a child. I got my first Nintendo 64 console a long time ago. I don't remember what age I was back then. But I got my console and I played like Mario 64, I believe what it was called. It's whatever one corresponded with the 64. But I got that game, I played that, and I really just kind of fell in love with it. And then, when I got my PlayStation 1, my uncle had a PlayStation 1 and he let me have it because he got sick of it. I don't know. But I got that from him, and he had Twisted Metal 3. Twisted Metal 3 was my first experience where you just run around and just blow shit up, cause havoc, be a degenerate, run around, blow shit up. That's kind of something that's really stayed with me ever since. Even with Call of Duty, a lot of games I like violent games just because I get to express a different side of me. If you met me in real life, I'm a nice person, warm, gentle human being. But once you give me a controller, I got joysticks moving around my fingers, I turn into fucking Scarface. I just like to let off some of that steam in video games, just blow shit up. That's just how I got. So PS1, I played a lot of Twisted Metal. Then I moved on to PlayStation 2, where I played like a lot of sports games. I played like MLB, Madden, stuff like that. I played a lot of sports games, and then I played like Star Wars Battlefront 2, which was one of my first real big third-person shooters. I really love that game. I played a couple of other games, but Battlefront was really my biggest shooter game at the time. Then I got a PS3 when it dropped, and I don't know how many of you guys got PS3. I love PS3, and I didn't have online for it right away because my internet connection couldn't hold that. I could never get it connected until we finally got a new provider around like Christmas of the year it came out or something. So whenever COD 4 came out, right around then I got internet connection and started right away with Call of Duty 4, and I just been kicking ass at Call of Duty ever since. And I'm sorry, this is Modern Warfare 2 gameplay. I do apologize for that. I'm sure a majority of you do not play the game anymore. You've already raged, beat the game into a bloody pulp, smash that disc up like fucking Scarface. I've already said Scarface twice in one commentary. That makes for brilliance. But anyway, yeah, I'm sure majority of you don't play it anymore, or you're sick of, watching Modern Warfare 2 gameplay. I apologize for that. I would be doing Reach videos, but there's something keeping me from doing that is I do not have the component cables for my Xbox 360. You need to have component to record with Hauppauge HD PVR, which I do not have. I apologize for that. So yes, I am using, as the title of this video alludes to, I'm using my secondary weapon only, which in this case happens to be the PP2000 or the PP2K, depending on what you call it. I'm not sure. A lot of people have slang terms that they use for guns, like the for example. So yeah, I'm using PP2000. PP2000 is one of the best secondaries you can use, like by itself. It's almost so good that it could probably be a primary. It's actually better than stuff like the Vector and whatnot, which is actually my primary gun in this game. It's better than some of those guns. That right there is one of the many things that Infinity Ward fucked up when they put out Modern Warfare 2. They should not have made any secondary better than the primary guns in the game. For example, the one-hand cannons, also known as the Model 1887s, are too overpowered. The SPAS is ridiculous. Like the shotguns, the launchers should not have been secondary weapons. They should have stayed how they were in the first game. Primary weapons. I don't like the idea that how it was in COD 4 where perks were like your equipment slot now. I didn't like that. But I don't like that they just took a lot of the launchers and put them as secondaries. No one really needs that. I mean, it just adds too much firepower to one individual and causes a lot of rage throughout the community out there. So, but the PP2000 is good. It's really good. I started using it right when the MLG banned the Glock 18 Akimbos. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with MLG settings, but you know, I'm a big follower of MLG. I did a little bit of I played some matches. I mean, I didn't do any pro circuit or whatnot, but I played a lot of scrimmages and a few game battles matches on the MLG settings. And one of the things that were popular when the game came out was the Glock Akimbos, because you couldn't use shotguns. Shotguns and launchers were banned as secondaries, so everyone used the Glock Akimbos. Well, then MLG came out and said, no, 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 you know the Akimbos. So most people switched over to the Rafka. And you know, the Rafka is really good too, but you can't just wreck house with a single Rafka. I don't think anyway. I mean, I know you can, but I'm not a big fan of those types of guns. You know, when I pull out a secondary, I just like to spray. You know, I don't really need a 3 burst. I don't like 3 bursting a secondary. I don't like that. And that's why I went PP2000. It's just amazing. The only downside of the PP2000 is it takes a long time to, you know, switch over to, especially the first time you use it, because it's got that little click where you gotta, you know, click it in. But you know, like you'll be running it down, spraying somebody, be out of ammo, duck behind cover, try to switch over to your secondary, and then switch over very fast, which is where the Rafka rather is better, because it's got like the speed of a pistol. And in fact, you can use the Rafka with Last Stand and whatnot. So that's always great. And I fall again to this in this game to ridiculousness. I follow a similar pattern when I play video games. I don't know. Ever since I got a PVR, I've always done this. Like, I'll start off games shitty, and then I'll get on a roll, and then I'll do shitty at the end when I realize, oh my god, this is good. Like, I'll get in my mind like, oh my god, all these gaming video archive people would love this game. And then I start running around like a moron, and as you see right now, I've got my death streak, which is Copycat. Ugh. Yeah, I use Copycat. I don't like the other ones. You know, Painkiller's too overpowered. The only time I ever use Painkiller is when I, you know, feel I'm in a spawn trap. If I have a backup class with Painkiller that I'll switch over to if I'm in a spawn trap to help me get out of it. Just because spawn trapping is ridiculous too. So you got to meet fire with fire sometimes. So you got to pull out the Painkiller every once in a while. But yes, I'm getting my ass raped right now. I started off really good. I went, you know, I had a less than 5 death game going for a while. And I just started dying. I got a 2-piece right there, and that's gonna wrap up this game. Our last kill right here. Would you so kindly, before you return to your other endeavors of your day, would you please leave a rating? Let me know how I'm doing, and you know, it really helps me out, so I can maybe improve on some of my content for later uploads to this channel. And if you like some more videos from me, in the meantime, between now and my next upload of this channel, you can always go check out my personal channel at www.youtube.com/otragico. And until next time, you guys stay safe and have a great day.